Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're back, baby.
When we say we'll be right back.
We're
mean it.
back. We're back.
It was a true BRB sitch.
Yeah, an
It
Air
was like,
BRB.
it was like the gap between seasons of shows on HBO up in here. We'll be back. It'll be like
It'll be
18
6
months.
years.
18 months
We're
would be
basically
nice
The
on
Sopranos.
Netflix, to be quite honest.
That's true, honestly.
Yeah. Stranger Things season 5 is the 25th year of Stranger Things.
We've never not had Stranger Things, actually.
Yeah. Some children have
kids-
gone their whole
I was just
life.
gonna say, the kids are 35 now. The Stranger Things kids.
I was prepping for Cord Killers next week, and I was reading this interview with the Duffers about Stranger Things, and they're adamant that their spinoff is going to have nothing to do with the current Stranger Things. They're like, this is not a Star Wars situation. We are going to be in a different characters, no connections. I was like, wow, who hurt you?
I
it
know.
gonna
I was
be
just
like-
gonna say. I'm like, but why? That's so mean.
Yeah.
You also, I feel like, can you
Like,
do
oh,
like an
okay.
anthology thing like that when the current one story that you've been telling is 12 years old at this, like,
But they're like, it's not even going to be like in the expanded universe. There's not going to be references to the other. It's just going to be the same idea. And then at one point they said something like maybe some loose connections, right? But I'm like, I think they're really going for satisfying the bros who complain like, why is it always fan service showing me Darth Vader? Bah.
Can I just be real honest? Like, I've enjoyed the Stranger Things, but
Yeah.
when I saw in Target that they had like the new season merch out or whatever, like I felt relief. I was just like, it'll be over.
It'll be over soon.
The last half of a season piece that we got was not my favorite thing I've ever watched. I will be quite honest. So that may be part of it, but I was just like, oh, okay. Oh.
All right,
It's
breaking
nice.
news.
beep, beep.
Seven went on a hike for the first time with a new group of dogs. Was such a good boy. We took a loop around the trail, was very well behaved. We tried some off-leash in the field. He was perfect, played really well with the other dogs, came back reliably and easily when I called him, had a blast, and stayed really well regulated.
Sweet pea.
More in G would
Good
approve.
boy.
But that means
Set.
you're not going to be able to make a viral video like the one I saw the other day where they were reading. I'm sure we have the same algorithm here where they were like listening to a voicemail, and it was like, Buster is a really good dog, but he's a big humper. Big
No, I didn't see
humper.
that.
And it's like a big Rottweiler.
I have
and
to
he just
find
goes
that.
like, when he hears humper, like he just responds to the whole voicemail. He's like, I am being slandered right now. He hears
Excuse
humper and he's
me.
like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we weren't nervous, but and this is a person who's known Seven his whole life and has taken care of him in other circumstances, but this is the first time he's ever done off leash in a park. So
No,
like,
that's
okay.
huge.
Yeah,
Aw. And now he can be, when you do a good job at that as a doggo, then you could be so happy in life.
exactly.
Oh,
Extremely good boy is good.
Yep. Thank you for this breaking news moment. We now take you back to your regularly scheduled.
Hey, this is Remy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have breaking news. There are no birds at my bird feeder currently.
Oh no!
Oh,
This just
what?
in.
This just in. Bird
there were
paucity.
earlier, and it made me happy. It was the first time we've had birds at the feeder, so I'm very happy for that.
Yeah. It's funny because I have this like absolutely derelict feeder situation. I have abandoned it, but it's like still up. And I swear that it's like a generational memory thing. I mean, probably not. Finches probably live several. Anyway, the other day there was literally a finch just sitting in it, just looking at me through the window. Like, lady, we know
You have one job.
you have one job. We know you got 6 bags of bird
It was
feed back
pointing
there
a
because you
wing,
accidentally.
like
It literally
over there.
was. Yep. It was like, we know you accidentally did subscribe and save, and there's probably like 35 pounds of bird food feed just sitting in the laundry room. So if you could just fill this
so.
sucker
Chop
up.
chop.
It was impressive. The bird
Winter
rubbed
is
its stomach.
coming.
The sparrow ain't getting any fatter.
So So now when I saw your picture from your feeder, and I have a video bird feeder just sitting in the back, like my son gave it to me for Christmas. I'm like, okay, it's time. It's time. But in my defense, I realized yesterday, after it took me 2 straight days to get home from Boston, that I have been on the road since September 8th.
I remember when you talked about this trip, I'm like, that's going to be a long jaunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder you're losing your mind when they're like, we would just like to make it a little longer. And you're like,
Oh my
no.
God,
No.
I know.
Stop
I was
it.
like, we can't do this, you guys. We can't. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, because like Monterey and Boston sneaked in. Like I already had 5 trips between September 8th and the end of October, and then 2 sneaked in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, anyway, I'm pretty tired. If I forget
Well,
about words and things or seem
welcome back.
totally
It's good to see
delirious.
you. Yeah.
It is great to be back. I have missed this show so much, and I just have been
Aw.
like thinking like, oh man, I bet they're talking about this on It's a Thing. And then I haven't looked, by the way, so look at mine real quick and let me know if you already did that.
Oh, no. Last week was pecan is a fall flavor, bird cameras, cold foam, and back-in parking.
I see. Perfect. Yeah, I saw that we got some emails about back-in parking.
Yeah.
That's fighting words.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, should we get to it then?
On that note,
Let's clap it up
let's
then.
roll.
In 3, 2, 1.
And music in 3, 2.
Give it to me.
Hey everyone, I'm Molly Wood.
And I'm Tom Merritt.
Welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported by you, which is all about things that are things. God, it's good to be back.
It is good to have you back. Welcome back from your long travels. My gosh, where didn't you go?
This is all new. I mean, really, like I have crisscrossed half the world, and that is not an exaggeration.
Yeah. You,
Since I've been to Vegas, Oregon,
uh-huh,
Scotland,
uh-huh,
Monterey,
uh-huh.
Boston.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, and Oregon again and Maine are still on the agenda for the rest of the month.
Well, Oregon makes sense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
that's your new focus of your
And-
attention. Yeah.
Exactly. That is. I am that mom now. Apparently, I also watch college football. This is,
I'm telling you, I want to keep an eye on college football because I'm just hearing more and more people talk about it. I've always followed the Illini, and my brother-in-law and my sister both went to Illinois partially, and so they always follow it. But I'm hearing more people talk about college football. I think because of the quote-unquote professionalization. So,
yes.
so one to watch.
I know. I think it's like, turns out it might be a little bubbly. It might be a baby thing. And it's 100% because of the money, right? Now it's like you could get to know athletes because they have sponsorship deals. And you're like, I've never seen this person before, but now I'm kind of curious. But yeah, but I got to say, like, all of the places that I have been, including Scotland, the brand strength of the Oregon Ducks
Yeah.
is startling.
In Scotland, that's really impressive.
In
Yeah.
Scotland. Like I said it on a train, one of my many, many trains attempting to get from Glasgow to London, because turns out climate change is real, and like unexpected and severe storms have followed me on all of these travels. And so at one point I
Jerks.
spent I was on 4 trains, including, by the way, a local train from like a little town somewhere in the UK. I think it was called like Pearson or something, because the train had to stop there because you couldn't go any further because there was like the lines were down. Then I had to detour from there to Manchester, and then from Manchester to London after 2 trains trying to get to this little town. And then should you ever find yourself on a little, it's Pierce anyway, on like a local train to Manchester on game day, when the entire train system is a disaster, and like I was literally standing in the baggage compartment
Oh
of
wow.
of a local train headed to Manchester with a bunch of drunk Manchester United fans who do not mess around, by the way, like multiple bags of multiple beers. Like people are just like
On their way to the game.
I think they must have been on their way to the game. And then, and then I'm but then and very collegial vibe, like very friendly.
Oh sure. Yeah.
One guy ran out of beers, and then another guy was like, "You need a cider, mate." Like it was real cheerful.
Yeah. But
and
not
hilarious.
not calm. Collegial, but not quiet.
Not calm, no. And then
Yeah.
everybody being like, "Oh, that next train to London is going to be wild." So then that next train to London is where I ended up sitting next to like a family from Minnesota who had gone to the Manchester game. and then a bunch of Scottish people were stuck standing in the aisles of a 2-hour high-speed rail ride,
Oh, wow.
all of whom were Scottish. And so then we start talking about, college and whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, my kid goes to University of Oregon. And 3 Scottish people go, ducks,
Wow.
bro. Yeah, it was wild.
That's amazing.
So anyway, you might
I
be
guess
right.
Dux is a distinctive name, but it
I
but it
guess
takes
so.
more than a distinctive name to get the Scottish to remember that.
So anyway,
but
I think you're right.
total side note, did you know that Germany is no longer known for its trains running on time?
What?
Germany is like near the bottom of Europe in timeliness for its national trains. Local trains are actually better, but its national trains are a mess. The Economist did an article about it on their podcast earlier this week. I had
That's-
no idea.
A great topic, but
Yeah.
and also fascinating.
Yeah.
I wonder who owns the national train system now, because apparently
It
the
is
UK train
privately
system-
run, but still under the government control. And that is one suspect for why it is not being very efficient.
Uh-huh. Wow, interesting. Yes, there was
It's
a
like
lot
worst of both worlds kind of situation.
there was a lot of eye rolling about the high speed and being like, well, ever since blah blah took it over, it's a disaster.
Yeah. Always the way.
Lots of adventures.
Well, folks, we have a shop and you should know about it. It's a thing.me/shop. And I tell you this because there's always new things popping up and we're getting towards gift giving season. So you're going to want to get something in there. Even if you have a friend or family member who doesn't listen to It's a Thing. Well, first of all, give them the gift of listening to It's a Thing. But second of all, there's something in there they'll probably want, like, the death of privacy clear plastic bag for the sports and concerts that they go to.
Or the Got Protein shirt for the inevitable recommendation that they just solve all their problems by eating more protein.
Yes. Did you see that Quaker Oats is now making protein oatmeal?
Oh my god! Actually, I have a protein overnight oats. What I did see is that I saw you talked about cold foam last week, and I don't know if you touched on it, but I did see a sign that says Starbucks. You can add a protein cold foam.
Yes.
To
Yes.
any
I
drink.
think that might have been what pushed me over the edge to adding cold foam as a thing, honestly, was
And now
seeing
it's-
that. Yeah.
You can get protein foam.
Well, my first thing for this week is a very sensitive nature. We'll try to keep it family friendly, but only because of its roots.
Yeah.
If you see someone using the word gooning, they are probably using it to mean they are obsessed with something. I'm gooning over that privacy is dead bag. However, its roots are dirty. Its roots are sex slang, meaning to be overly excited about. You can go look it up if you really want to know the rest, or can't guess it. But yeah, now it is being liberally used in non-sex related cases to just mean like you are rabid, you are obsessed, you are excited about something.
This is hilarious. I found a relatively this would pass the 9-year-old test explanation
Okay.
of the original. According to Reddit, it's like edging taken to the extreme so that you enter sort of a trance-like state, which I assume
Yes.
is then what has made the jump, right? Is
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this that I've gone into a trance over it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
It's only loosely related to its origin, and the
Right.
original meaning is still used, as Icor is pointing out in our Discord.
So, use at your own risk, apparently.
Yeah,
if you
so
want.
make sure of the context and the audience but I bring this to It's a Thing mostly so that when you see it used, you can discern which definition is being put out there, because it is all over the place. I'm seeing it more and more.
This is like this is a public service announcement, is what this is, honestly. Like, be careful when you use it. If your kids have just been using it around you, like, be cautious in your own deployment.
Yes.
But then if you hear it and you've only ever heard the first version, understand that it may have shifted. Boy, they just don't
it may
even
be
care.
right. It's like so many slangs before it.
Yeah.
It is widening in its use.
what
Most
they want.
slang that we use has some kind of dirty origin. That just gets watered down over time.
Yeah, I guess so. Boy, I gotta say, Crashing out. You remember we talked about crashing
Yeah.
out, and I was like, I can't possibly ever think of it in this context because to me it means just getting really tired. Nope. It is as though the Gen X usage of crashing out never existed. And
That's
there
what
has
happens.
only ever been crashing out in the form of a tantrum.
There are a rare few exceptions that prove the rule that slang is always overwritten. Okay has lasted. Cool
Yeah.
seems to be hanging on still.
Yeah.
But yeah, almost everything else just gets wiped out by the new generation.
I know it really does. Well, listen, look, if you are looking for some entertainment in your life, I recommend one of two things. One, attempting to learn Spanish in time for Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, or
Uh-huh.
two, or B, watching endless TikToks and Instagrams of people attempting to learn Spanish in time for Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show and realizing that even if you learn Spanish, it's not going to be Bad Bunny Spanish. Like you are still not going to be keeping up.
There's a lot of different kinds of Spanish out there. And then
this
there's also
is-
Bad Bunny.
And then there's also Bad Bunny, which is, I think we can agree, next level Spanish.
It's next level everything.
It's
honestly.
next level everything.
Yeah.
And listen, like I know you have heard about the Bad Bunny halftime show in some context, and I am not even engaging in that part of the conversation, and I am certainly not engaging with anybody who takes the opposite view of the Super Bowl show. What is hilarious is to see. So, and he said this, right? Like he's the one who, a couple months ago was basically like, you got 4 months to learn Spanish before the show. But there has just been this way, because there's all this controversy, there's just been this like wave of people, there's like a hauling and trash company based maybe in Florida, where a bunch of white guys are like, this is us during the halftime show. And they're like trying to do salsa dancing and like just like rocking out. And then there are people trying to learn Spanish. And then there are people trying to learn the specific songs. And then, it is like the amount of content related to this, I think, has probably like raised his profile tenfold. And also, there is no amount of Spanish that you could try to learn in 4 months that would let you keep up with those songs. Those songs are crazy.
Yeah.
Those songs are crazy.
Conejito mal.
Yeah, I don't know. I got I'm like about I got the novio one. Mucha novio. Mucha novio.
We can I could teach you rabbit for those who watch Lord of the Rings. A brace of conies.
Oh,
Conejo is
Conejo.
rabbit. Yeah.
okay, we got
That's
one.
we got Samwise speaking from the same root language there. So if you can remember him talking about rabbits, calling them conies, you can remember Spanish for rabbit is
This
conejo
is
or coneja.
honestly
Yeah.
the most perfect. That is the most perfect mnemonic device. Like that, you're never gonna get a more show specific mnemonic device than you did just now.
Actually, it makes me wonder now in the Spanish dub of Lord of the Rings, how did they say conies or conejos?
Right? How do they do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Well,
anyways,
I just like to try to
good luck with
flood
that.
the zone with helpful information, Molly.
Yeah. How have we not brought this one yet? This is another one that just sort of slipped in and became like breathing. This
Yeah,
phrase.
this is definitely one where we're not trying to say we're alerting you early like gooning. We are setting this down. We are putting the stamp that flood the zone has been a thing, is a thing, and will probably continue to be a thing for the foreseeable future. But you hear it everywhere, and I think it probably comes from sports. I haven't done the full etymology of it, but flooding the zone is a sports thing when you're talking about defensive play. But yeah, people just use it all the time now for anything where they're talking about a lot of something going
Right.
towards something.
It's definitely a sports phrase that became popular in a political context because it's
Yeah.
also like it is I would say the most common usage that is no longer sports is around disinformation, and it's about information manipulation. And so people often talk about flooding the zone as a key strategy for disseminating disinformation or just contrary information.
Or information. Honestly, I hear it used both ways, right?
Yeah.
It's negative when you say like they're flooding the zone with misinformation, but I've also heard it used tactically as like we need to flood the zone with our message, right?
Totally.
About whatever your cause is.
Exactly. And then now it's just whatever. Like now, because, you know, everybody's just fun with language. It's sort of like it could just
Yeah.
be anything. I'm just flooding the zone with protein right now.
Yes, in my oatmeal of all places.
In my oatmeal.
Yeah. So I believe you probably. I'm actually curious if anyone in the audience hasn't encountered this somehow. Right.
Yeah.
That would be more significant to me because I feel like the rest of us are. If we're watching sports, if we're watching news, you can't get away from it. And even if you're not watching either one of those things in great numbers, I bet you heard somebody say it somewhere.
Yeah, you
I'm
definitely
flooding the
have.
zone with donuts.
The zone with donuts. Yeah, that's a really good one to put a pin in because, yep, it's everywhere. A thing that is also everywhere, and I only know it because I saw one person reference it and then heard it casually referenced 2 more times, like everybody knows about it kind of thing.
Ah,
Yep, and that's how you know it's a thing, is 75 hard. Have you heard about this?
no, this is a new one for me.
Okay, good, because me too. I was
Okay.
like, I don't know what this is. So 75 hard, it's funny if you look it up, then AI will tell you it's like a mental toughness challenge
Okay.
that some guy named Andy Frisella developed, and and the website for it is hysterical, right? This is not a fitness challenge. 75 hard is a transformative mental toughness program.
But it's exercise.
Sorta. It's that, but it's other things too. Think of this as an Ironman for your brain, according to the website.
But
So
it's also
basically-
exercise.
But it's also exercise.
Because
So
I'm
it is-
saying a mental toughness challenge where I don't have to exercise is more appealing to me
Makes
than
no
one
sense.
that includes it. So
It is. It's made up of 6 non-negotiable rules, which you have to complete for 75 days straight.
by the way, non-negotiable, another thing, right?
Yeah. 1, stick to a diet, any diet.
All right.
So
Diet
whatever
of bees.
one you've picked, eat bees. Absolutely no alcohol or cheat meals are allowed
For 75 days.
for 75 days.
Okay.
Complete 2 45-minute workouts per day. One of them has to be outside no matter what the weather is.
I kind of like that idea. Again, 75 days is a long time for 2 45-minute workouts, just for the time
That's
alone.
because
Forget
it's an
the
Ironman for your
difficult.
brain.
Okay. How is that? Anyway, go ahead.
Don't be so mentally weak. We're getting to the brain. drink 4.5 liters of water each day.
I
Take
probably do
a-
that.
Yeah. Take a daily progress photo.
All right. Yeah. Just,
And then-
just to record yourself. Okay.
Read 10 pages of inspirational nonfiction each day.
And
if
let me
you-
guess, you can buy it from the people who are promoting 75. All right.
I don't think so. I don't know, actually.
No?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Probably
All right.
right.
All right.
But I don't think so. No, they're just like,
Yeah,
read
somebody's
some
missing an
nonfiction.
opportunity then.
Yeah, I mean, they got to be selling something.
How
right?
is this mental?
Oh, well, of course. No, I mean, any program that involves discipline is a mental challenge. Like to do something, to do all of
That's
these.
I guess that's kind of my point. Like I'm not seeing why this is specifically more mentally challenging than any other difficult workout. I was
Yeah, I guess
expecting
so.
you to have to do some calculus at some point or something. I
No,
guess
I
I
mean,
don't
of course,
know.
it's going to be a little bit stupid, bro. It's like a TikTok
Yeah, yeah,
challenge.
yeah. All right, all right.
But at least you have to read some nonfiction. Like honestly, if people are reading,
Yeah.
they're thinking like that.
Sure.
The fact that it includes ideally some critical thinking and reading is outstanding
Yeah.
to me.
Okay. All right. I'll buy
The
that.
other thing about it is if you don't manage to complete these 6 tasks every day, then you have to go back to day 1.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So a lot of people are going to crash out about that.
Yeah, exactly. So then there's the funny thing is that there's also a 75 soft. I don't think
Really?
he invented that one, but that's how the 75 soft is like, you can read fiction or something. And then, as is always the case, Women's Health magazine has a thing that's just like, well, the fact that it doesn't include any rest days is a huge no-no. And,
Yeah.
it could harm your relationship with food. Your mental health might suffer because you're just putting yourself through this like miserable slog every single day, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, 2 45 minutes workouts and one has to be outside. I like that in principle. The no matter the weather could be problematic for people. Might not be good for people. And it's also that's a lot to go from 0 to 40 to 90 minutes of workouts a day. That's
Also, rest is key, right? Rest
Yeah.
is recovery. Like if I was actually
Agreed.
telling somebody, I have this whole theory about like I find all of this. Let me be clear. In no way am I endorsing 75 hard, but it is
Yeah.
a thing. If anything, I bring it up to say like, don't do this crap. Like this whole it kind of it's in the same category as like there's that now Silicon Valley is obsessed with I think it comes from China, but this work week that's like, 6 10-hour days and blah 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 and whatever.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
If you listen to interviews with like LeBron James, you know what he talks about a lot? Massages and naps. Literal naps. Like athletes, members of the military, like people who function at an extremely high level actually understand that rest is crucial for peak performance. That self-care is that like I like tell people who work for me, you need to get enough sleep and enough food. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that to be nice to you. I'm saying
No.
it so you can show up and do a good job.
So you don't screw up. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I this stuff I think is just absolute crap. Like don't ugh.
I want to say, stick to a diet, any diet. That's great. I like
Sure.
that. Like pick a diet that works for you. That's smart. No alcohol or cheat meals for 75 days. That's just, I mean, that's, sober January
Sure.
times a little longer, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Drink a lot of water per day. There's some debate about how important this is, but I don't find it particularly wrong. Take a daily progress photo is great. Helps you see how you're
No,
progressing
take
over
a
day.
daily-
Love that. Read 10 pages of inspirational nonfiction. I really don't have a problem with that. Maybe just nonfiction would be fine instead of having it to be inspirational, but I don't have a problem with any of that. It's the other one that I would change. Complete 2 45-minute periods of physical self-care. Change it to that and I'm in. 75 smart. Like maybe it's a 45-minute nap when you need it. Maybe it's 45 minutes of stretching. Maybe it's, like hey, let's work in instead of like pushing yourself like crazy for 75 days, 90 minutes a day from zero,
Yeah.
make it more sensible. I don't really have a problem with the rest of it. It's that one that really pushes me to be like, this is a fad. Don't do it.
I have two other problems with this. One is diet, any diet, right? Like the
Okay.
idea that I eat a lot of vegetables, eat minimal meat and meat, right? Eat reasonable portion sizes. Like I think that the diet culture in this country.
You think
has
it's
caused-
too permissive to say any diet because that could
No,
lead you.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's like people don't need to be on diets. People need to eat a lot of vegetable, right? Like I think there's that
Well,
it feeds
I
a
guess what
diet culture.
I'm considering what you're saying a diet. The diet is eat a lot of vegetables, minimal meat, right? Like
Sure.
that is a diet.
But I
You're-
guarantee
I get
that's
what
not
you're
what they're
saying is
talking
people are going to see this as lose weight.
Well, they're going to see it as some sort of disordered eating, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
diet culture
No, I
leads
get
to
you.
disordered eating.
That's
and then
a
the
good
other
point.
thing that I actually do, I actually object to progress photos every day because if you are the kind of person who has body dysmorphia or is obsessed with how you look, like weighing yourself, looking at yourself every day like that with that critical eye can actually be really damaging.
That's
to
a fair
mental health.
point. I think a daily progress photo is probably great for most people, but none of these are great for everyone. There's going to be someone who is like any of the, like no cheat meals and no alcohol, that could put someone with an eating disorder into a difficult situation. So none of these kinds of things are universally applicable to every single person. That's an
honestly-
extremely good point.
I don't even think progress photos are great for most people. I genuinely don't. Like I just think that when you are casting yourself, maybe this is honestly because all of the women that I have ever met in my entire life, including myself, have been taught that everything about your body is wrong unless it looks like the magazine cover. Like I might actually just be thinking daily progress photos are bad for women. But like if the whole society that you grew up in is predicated on the idea that you don't look good enough, like it's not good for your health to look at yourself every day and be like, how am I not? Ideally, you're looking at it and being like, how am I improving? That's great.
Yeah.
But
well,
that is rare.
some kind of measurement of progress is helpful in getting through anything.
Yeah, you do it once a week. I'm just saying,
but
like daily can be exhausting.
And maybe
Anyway,
it's not
all
a
just-
photo, right? Maybe it's some other measurement of progress. But we have, I think the key is that this is not good as it is.
It's just all or nothing. It's just all part of this like bullcrap American type A plus thinking where it's like if you're not, you have to be winning at you got to win at menopause, you got to win at protein, you got to do 75 hard, you got to win at your like ugh. People, live your lives as healthily and happily as you can for God's sake.
Well, that every fitness and diet fad ever comes back to what actual fitness and nutrition experts say, which is regular exercise that doesn't push you too hard, that involves building muscle and building cardiovascular, and a balanced diet of mostly vegetables, some protein. Like, it's not the actual advice has never changed.
Nope.
All the fads are trying to make it like, but we've got the shortcut, right? And usually they don't.
Also, if you work out every single day for an hour and a half, you are going to get hurt.
You're going to strain something.
Like,
that is no joke. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a thing. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing.
So Bad Bunny is the thing of the week, though, right?
Yeah, 100%. You gotta go watch all these videos. They're hilarious. I saw one with like a. I saw someone. There was like a guy with a whiteboard, and they're trying to listen, and they fail, and he's like, "Gringo, dime," and then he jumps up and like sings all the like lyrics. Oh, it's so good, so fun.
All right, let's get to your things at feedback@itsthing.me. Derek on Puzzle Games writes, "Hey, Tom and Molly, not sure if this was already a thing, but I've recently noticed more and more web properties offering and pushing daily games. We're all familiar with the mini games on New York Times, but more recently, my friends have been getting me to play the games on LinkedIn. Then I noticed Bloomberg is constantly posting about their games on Blue Sky. Now Reddit is shoving games on Reddit to the top of their sidebar. Who's next? Zillow?" To which Rich, our producer, wrote the note, "I'd play the hell out of a Zillow puzzle game."
I mean, honestly, you could put together like the interior of a house, like a design game. That would be really fun.
On DTNS Live, which we do every Thursday, we've been playing Guess the Price of the House. And Roger just puts up a Zillow listing, and then we have to guess what it lists for. It's super fun.
Now that is fun. And also, can confirm I have noticed this. The other place I'm seeing it is Apple News. Like,
Apple really
the
is like
all-in-one.
just drooling over the New York Times puzzle audience. They're like,
Yeah.
we need to steal that. Yeah.
Everyone is, because the thing is, it's incremental revenue. It's basically turned the New York Times into a lifestyle brand, so that even people who don't read the news are paying money to play games.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you can absolutely see why everybody's like, I would.
We'll
also
tell
like
our
to do
children how New York Times used to be a newspaper.
that. Oh, that's so dark and so real. Matt from Minneapolis writes in on parking. "Hey, Tomo, re-listening to the episode on backup parking, and I instantly thought of the couple times I've rented a Tesla or other electric cars. When I've needed a charging station, both the anatomy of the car and the charging parking bays themselves seem to always require backing in to hook them up." That's totally true. Yep. Also, I wish I'd been here for this conversation, because what a thing.
Oh yeah. And we were speculating on how much of a part the backup camera and the driver assist systems have played in encouraging more and more people to decide to back in. Because it is, I think we briefly maybe mentioned it, but it is safer to back in because you're less likely to have an accident backing in than backing out.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely. But also, it breaks parking lots. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila, backing up is a thing with trucks here in Georgia, for sure, where we have too many trucks. It's annoying because you got to wait for them to clear the aisle. Give me a pull through any day. Also, cold foam. It's for chai too at Starbucks. I'm curious to know what the next flavor will be. Past spring, we had cherry cold foam. This summer, we had lavender cold foam. Fall is pumpkin spice. And sure, they are doing protein, but what will be the winter flavor? Mint, gingerbread, sugar cookie? Thanks for the show. Thank you, Sheila.
Do they already have pecan cold foam? Because honestly, that feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah. That's a good early one. That'll take you right through to February.
I'm so happy that we have multiple emails on 6-7, because the 6-7 phenomenon, as I have put in our group chat many times, like the 6-7 phenomenon is the start of like a William Gibson novel. Like it just morphs into a cult. Like the absurdist nature of 6-7. I sent these guys, Tom and Rich, like a whole bunch of screenshots of a Wall Street Journal article about it, where it's apparently just made teaching a nightmare. If you're in a math class
In
or
1867.
anything.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, and then they pointed out
6
that
plus 7. Oh, jeez.
in America, 1967 has a lot of history attached to it. Like a lot of stuff
Yeah.
happened in that,
Yeah.
if you just say the words, it's like over, and everybody shouts it back, and they make the hand thing, like jazz hands kind of 6'7". I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alan writes in on 6'7" origins. Tom, Molly, Rich, not having first experiences of it in the wild. I didn't send this when I first saw it, but given the discussion about the murky origins, I thought I'd share a link to a video I watched recently about the whole 6'7" thing. According to Language Jones, it's probably originally from a Philadelphia Police 10 code for a dead body before becoming slang and then being picked up by people who didn't know that and wanted a nice soundbite to riff on when talking about a 6'7" basketball player. In the spirit of a true denizen of the internet, I haven't tried to verify any of that, or even that the author really does have qualifications in linguistics, although for what it's worth, Tom Scott seems to think so. If it really was a 10 code, it doesn't seem to have been a universal one that made it onto Wikipedia. Thanks for spotting them things.
Yeah. There is no reason to believe any of this, as I was very pleased Alan pointed out. Like, yeah, I haven't tried to verify any of this. I don't know if this guy knows what he's talking about. Maybe he does.
Wow.
But it's taken as that of like, okay, this isn't the story. Seems like it could be, right?
The journal said it seems to have come from a song that was in
Yeah.
reference to a basketball player, but it could have been a double entendre if it was
Well, and
a
the
police
song,
code.
yeah, right. Yeah, the song
You know.
could have, yeah, right.
But also now
Matt from,
it doesn't matter. Now it has no meaning, and that's the whole point, which is hilarious.
and as we learned last week in the emails, you can just answer with 41 because that's what the younger folks are now doing in response to 6'7".
Oh my gosh. Life is so wild. And
So
I'm
watch
so
for
glad
that
we're here
soon.
to
Matt from
document it.
Hudson, Ohio, the quaint hub of the Buckeye State, writes, "Dear Molly, Tom, and Rich, I'm surprised that 6'7" has stuck around so long. It has definitely jumped to the mainstream as evidenced from my picture, though I do love when multiple things merge into one mega thing. Keep up the great work." And of course, the picture is someone outside of a Hudson's where two skeletons are wearing jerseys, one of them 6 and the other 7.
Oh, amazing. By the way, a friend of mine, shout out Nicole, is doing showgirl skeletons for her Halloween. Life
lovely.
of a showgirl. Right? Brilliant.
One of them must be named Ophelia, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Matt from Leeds, UK, first time emailer. Ba, 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 ba.
Yay! Matt.
Writes and says, "Hi, Tom and Molly. On episode 388, you talked about going to Turkey for hair plugs. That was news to me, but going to Turkey to get your teeth done on the cheap is very much a thing and has led to the term turkey teeth in the UK."
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Turkey teeth. This is worth doing this entire show for this entire time, Matt. Thank you.
Like, do we need a t-shirt? Should it be a face mask? I don't really know, but we got to do something with
Turkey teeth or turkey teeth?
That's freaking incredible. Matt also says, you've talked about Labubu, but before that, Jellycats were a big thing in the UK. In fact, they still are a big thing, just dwarfed by Labubu for now. If you've not heard of them, they are a premium soft plush toy with a ton of quirky designs and are super popular with collectors.
Yeah, Eileen was mentioning Jellycats and like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna be as big. It seemed to be they've been trying to re-promote them, so it's interesting to know that they predate. Good to know.
Yeah, fascinating. Wait, I looked them up just to see. Oh my god, those were cute. There's like a crabby little turtle. Oh.
Yeah, the turtle is really cute.
That's a good tip. I did not know about Jellycats. Now we can
Jellycats.
really be in the know.
If you want to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm into Jellycats. They've been around longer.
Exactly. If you just want to be like down on the Labubu people for being a little too basic. Labubus are basic. I'm more of a OG Jellycats type.
All right, let's get to our shout outs. These are for the folks who support us at the highest level at patreon.com/itsAthing. And this week, they are based on slogans for cybersecurity vendors.
Thank you so much for supporting us at the shout out level or any level, and also especially the shout out level for this. All right, here we go. AB Puppy, prevent, don't just detect.
AJ Venturella, progress protected. We're going to get a lot of protect, I think.
I think we might. Also, I can't deal with the nomenclature of prevent, don't just detect. Like, that is so weak. Why wouldn't you say don't just detect, prevent? It just like trails off pathetically.
Yeah, because people tend to remember the last thing you say.
Yeah. What? Sorry, AB Puppy, you don't deserve that. Okay. I'll stop. I'll stop remarketing. Benjamin Forrest, bring on the future.
BioCow, securing a world of possibility.
Brian John Porcaro, always on.
There was a show called that was pretty great, hosted
There
by Molly
was.
Wood. So,
Great. Did so many things.
Dom, to end cyber risk.
This is my new favorite by far. Eric Duncan, you do you. We'll do security.
SW Texas, growing together, secured.
Gabrielle Cohen, zero trust with zero exceptions.
Jake Woods, be a genius, deploy bravely.
Kevin Sill, you protect our future. We have your back.
Oh, see, that's kind of the opposite of Eric, you do you, we'll do the security.
Right?
Laura Abel, listen to your data.
Lee Price, the power to see and stop more.
Louis Saint Amour, together is power.
Mike Akins, go boldly, not blindly.
Morris Jones, defend beyond.
Valor Trucks, take the SH out of IT.
That's the best one. Oh my gosh, those are so good.
That was amazing. Also, what is going on at security companies? Get a branding department. This is amazing. We've learned so much here today, as always. Thank you so much for listening to It's a Thing. Thank you for supporting us at any level at patreon.com/It's a Thing. It keeps our little show rocking, and we're so grateful for it. Plus, you get an ad-free RSS feed, so I think we can agree. Good trade.
Yeah. You can goon over our shopping page at itsathing.me/shop. I mean that in the broadest sense. You do you.
He means it in a new way, not the old way.
Yes.
Unless you
right.
like the old way. Okay. See you. Okay. Bye.
You do you.
You do you.
The moon's feeding. Take that high. Give it to me.
You can't say anything after that doesn't sound wrong.
Icor says, why detect when you can ace detect?
Hey, thank you,
Ayo.
Icor.
I didn't get it till you said it, Molly. Thank you.
You gotta say it out loud. It's an out loud thing. Oh, Rich, you brought that.
Why detect when you can? Ace detect.
When you can, comma. Ace
Why
detect.
are we getting an echo? Oh, no, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Guys,
Is that your card?
Am I
I'm like-
echoing now?
Reading
No, you're not echoing anymore.
the 75 Hard website, and it is hilarious.
No.
It is like a parody of itself.
That was like designed for the LinkedIn Lunatics subreddit, where it's like you got to get up at 3:45 a.m. You got to be in bed by 8:15.
You got to go hard. You got to raw dog the flight. You got
If
to.
you're not working
Yes.
5 hours before the sun comes up, you suck.
Yeah.
Where's your
I do
grind
more
set?
before 5 a.m. than the Marines do all day.
Do you even grind set, bro? My favorite
Grind set,
part
rise
is that
set.
he's talking about how like when your life sucks or whatever, like weekdays all run together, and then the weekend has no meaning and you have no real reason to enjoy them either. So he created a program in which you do the literal exact same thing every freaking
Right.
day, including weekends for 75 days.
So
I'm like,
just,
wait,
I guess the idea is like your weekends suck anyway.
take it away.
So just give them up.
Hey, what if we design a system where if you fail, it's completely catastrophic and there's
Yeah,
no-
and you have to
there's
start
no
over
grace
from
at
yeah
all.
day 74.
Humans respond great to
You
that.
Screwed up. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what's awesome is like Squid Games. Let's just do that.
But I love the idea of someone like day 70 and they're just like, oh my gosh, like my dad's in the hospital. It's like, I'm sorry, dude, I got to do 45 minutes on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I bring a
Sorry.
treadmill into my dad's hospital room?
I
Thanks.
was like, just gotta just pump some iron here. Oh,
I
I
gotta
can't
go
eat from that vending machine.
outside.
I'm just gonna like my blood
yeah, well,
sugar's
right.
gonna
You
go
have to go outside for 45 minutes
I
for
have to
one
go
for this
outside.
one.
I gotta leave
Yeah.
his deathbed for 45 minutes because it's
It's
outside.
a blizzard. Sorry. Yeah. Weather doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Yep, doesn't matter. It's meant.
I'm glad you brought that one though. So now I could start making references to it that are mocking it.
Yes, totally. And I want to know who created the 75 soft version,
Yeah.
which I believe the only thing I remember is that it included like it could be fiction. Okay, there's 75soft.com. This is hilarious. I'm gonna post this in the chat. Let's see. Which one's that?
I like 75 impenetrable for those who find 75 hard too soft.
So 75 soft is literally just like read or like live. Right? This is like eat 90% healthy, 30 plus minutes of a workout 4 times a week,
Reasonable.
take a picture on day 1 and day 75.
Fair.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Pray or meditate 5 minutes a day.
Good advice.
Read or listen to personal development 10 minutes a day. I've also seen somebody say just read anything, right? It could be fiction or whatever, 10 minutes a day. See, now
Eat
that's
healthy.
just like,
I love that one. And eat
is just a good
90% healthy is like better. Like, yeah, you're going to screw up every once in a while. Don't beat yourself up about it.
yeah, 75 soft. And again, I'm
30
not
minutes
about-
a workout 4 times a week or more if you want.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
work out more than you don't.
Yeah.
Read, drink water. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm on board. Like I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. This is, I mean, honestly, like this is, and again, you don't have to do all those things like the 4 times a week is great because you don't have to do it every day. By the way, of course, this is women who are just like, yeah, here's the thing. You don't have to be one of those assholes. You could just live a healthy life.
You could just live healthy, right? Yeah.
Just a healthy
There
life.
is also a part of me that like, I guess with like this is like a response to secularization where it's like there are some people that just seek out these intense experiences
Yeah.
for themselves and they don't have a spiritual excuse but they still like there's something in them that desires that. So it's like okay, instead of like going to like going to matins and joining a monastic order, I'm just
Right.
75 hard all the time.
You just
Man.
fixed the Catholic Church. It just needs to be.
Start working out.
It needs to start using this like 75 hard as its way in. Like, oh, it
Yes.
happens to be at the Catholic Church. No reason. And then next thing you
oh,
know, they're.
and also get communion every day. That's fine, right? You just
yeah,
need to do that.
eat
Yeah.
a wafer every day. Don't ask why.
Eat the body of Christ. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Were you wishing that you had self-flagellation and guilt,
But I'm saying, like,
but you don't
That
have
is-
a church to go to? I mean,
Right.
honestly, like I was gonna like,
We're right here, says the Pope.
I was having my typical response to Rich being like way smart all the time. And then I was like, God damn, you are correct. You have absolutely nailed it with that assessment. That is totally true.
Yep.
I'm on this jag of like thinking of where the space, like anytime anyone talks about third spaces, I was like, that was just like the coffee shop after church. That was everyone's third space. And we don't have that as much. So now we need to make third spaces. Stuff like
Also, people not talking to their neighbors.
that. Oh, man.
Like,
I wish.
yeah.
It's true. What
I'm
was
gonna
the
be-
word for
I'm
it?
gonna-
There was some specific word for socializing after church. It was like community
Kibitzing?
or no.
I was going to
church.
say community.
I think it was right. Was it community? And now we'll get. And they would use it as like the way that Steve Jobs would say iPhone without an
Yeah.
article.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and now it's
Not
time
an
for
article.
community.
But it wasn't that, was it?
But it was. I don't think it.
It was
but
just called
something similar.
Fellowship?
Fellowship.
Coffee shop.
That was it. It'd be like, and now please
And now
Tolkien got
now
it.
we fellowship
meet each other outside for fellowship.
for fellowship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the new Fellowship 7.
Fellowship. Fellowship. 75 fellowship. Engage with
Have
people.
healthy,
for
productive
45
relationships
minutes.
every day.
One time
people.
outside, no matter the weather.
Oh, horrible. 2 times a day, every day. No!
Express empathy to someone in real life. No.
Oh. Take a picture of someone else.
I have been doing like way too much internet scrolling, as you might imagine, because I have been exhausted and on like long airplanes. But I saw one the other day, yesterday, I think, and it was this woman being like, there are just things in your life that are hurting you, and they're so easily fixed. Like you could just like go outside and walk a little bit every day, and then just like eat a little bit more vegetable and get up early. She's like, I hate it. It totally works. And I was like, well delivered, ma'am. Well delivered.
Indeed. I worry sometimes for my own health once 7 doesn't need 2 30-minute walks every day,
It's true.
honestly.
Yes. My dogs, as they've gotten older, like don't go as far. And
Yeah.
I have to sort of like drop them. And then they feel bad, but I'm like, I got to drop you off and keep going, guys.
Well, because I get 2 30-minute workouts every day
Yeah.
walking the dog.
Yeah.
I get fellowship because I run into other dog people and we chat and say hello. And yeah.
I had that same thing when the kids
Icor.
outgrew the stroller. Because
Yeah.
I was like, we're going a mile and a half and I'm getting a workout pushing on this thing. And then
Yeah.
it was like, oh, we're going to go on a 0.3 mile per hour walk. That's 1 block and it takes 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Most of it's
I
going to be backwards.
I don't know if it's just my neighborhood, but the stroller people never stop.
You can't stop.
for anything. Yeah, so
Does
they're not
baby
getting the
sleeping?
fellowship. They're just like, I mean, there's always a nice smile and wave, but it's just like,
But the
no,
baby
no, no.
will wake up.
We do not
I
want this
have
baby
one
to wake
neighbor
up.
who I have never had a conversation with not walking past. Like
Yeah.
it's always just like, hey, how's it going? Are your kids are growing up fast? Okay, bye.
Yep.
I have a neighbor like that too because his dog is reactive. So it's always like me
yeah.
trying to help him out by like, oh, I'll cross the street this time. He's like, okay, great. How are you guys doing? Oh, we're doing good. Okay, see you later.
So that's like my whole neighborhood. I don't,
Ships
man,
in
Bay
the
Area
night.
dogs just got weird in the pandemic or something. I don't know. But like dogs ain't right anymore. It used to just be like, there's a dog on the street. They should all hang out.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I'd say
Now
we're still
everybody crosses.
60 to 70% dogs hang out.
Like 6-7%.
Really? 6,
Yeah.
7?
Idiots.
I'd say we're more than
What's the hand
41%.
move? I need to look it up.
There seem to be more dogs that just can't be around other people than there used to be.
Yeah.
And
really-
I blame us. I don't think it's the dogs that changed.
Well, ever
It's
since we
definitely
stopped
us, but I
believing
think
that
it's
all
like
dogs go to
pandemic.
heaven, it's really fallen. I'm going on my secularization jag.
You know, I think all dogs go to heaven sends a bad message for adoption. Like, well, going to heaven.
Oh. It's
You're like,
okay
kill
if
shelter's
most of-
awesome.
Like, just because
If
they're going to
most of
heaven
them
doesn't mean you shouldn't give them a good life.
Oh, that's wonderful. These dogs have perfect contrition. Like it's fine. Don't
All
worry about
dogs
it.
go to heaven at our shelter.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, that's awful.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Right. I gotta go do a cybersecurity podcast.
All right.
I gotta go work on my Spanish.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks,
And then you get like
everybody.
45 minutes.
Adios. Hasta luego.
Adios.